This is Eyewitness News, the news leader, with Bill Ritter and Liz Cho, Scott Clark with sports, and Lee Goldberg with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Now, Eyewitness News at 6.
It is so difficult not being able to have him respond.
Speaking out for the first time tonight, the mother and the rescuer of that young tow truck driver who was seriously hurt in the huge steam pipe explosion in Midtown Manhattan. Plus, Eliot Spitzer apologizes, but it's clearly not enough to satisfy some lawmakers. Tonight, the battle over who will investigate the dirty tricks. Good evening, everyone. At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Ritter. Liz is off tonight. We're going to begin with a demand for answers in that steam pipe explosion. And the demand tonight coming from the family of the most seriously injured victim, the tow truck driver, 21-year-old Gregory McCullough. He is in critical condition, as he has been, with burns over 80% of his body. He's in a medically induced coma as well, but his family very much active, and tonight they are asking tough questions. Joe Torres with the story. He's in Midtown for us. Joe?
And Bill, if there was a picture that epitomized the aftermath of that explosion, it was that shot of Greg McCullough's red tow truck at the bottom of the crater. Today, for the first time, his mother spoke publicly about her son's long road to recovery, and we heard from the Good Samaritan, who on that day promised not to let McCullough die.
Not being able to see him smile, it's devastating.
For the first time since the steam pipe explosion that critically injured her son Greg, Tanya McCullough Stewart spoke publicly about her daily bedside vigil and the challenges he will face.
He has some surgeries ahead of him, and they're telling us this is something that's going to take a while.
21-year-old Greg McCullough remains in a medically induced coma at New York Presbyterian with third-degree burns covering 80% of his body. Following the July 18th explosion that sent McCullough's truck into a massive crater on 41st Street, and somehow the victim staggered about a block. Junior Suarez, an employment agency worker, saw McCullough's blood-stained body, heard his agonizing screams, and ran to his side.
And finally, he just grabbed my hand and he looked me in the eye and he told me, he was promised me you're not going to let me die.
Attorneys for the McCullough family say ConEd knew about a problem at the blast location but failed to fix it. They plan to file a lawsuit against the utility company and perhaps the city as well.
If ConEd has dispatched crews on 4 or 5 different occasions, including the morning of the explosion, what that shows is that they were aware of something going on there.
The only thing that I think about when I'm there is Greg getting better.
Now, ConEdison tonight had no comment about a possible lawsuit, but it did issue a statement to Eyewitness News saying that our thoughts and prayers go out to all of the victims and their families. ConEd adding that we will continue to work with outside experts to help determine the cause of this event. Live in Midtown, I'm Joe Torres, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.